That way it's less
Well, we're back with another little video.
To arc to the filament when there's a huge differential.
It's dark outside and it's late,
between the filament
as you look.
So on some of these
I'm watching a video of an old vintage TV resurrection. I found these loudspeakers not long ago, I think about a week ago or something like that. The Celestian Ditton 15 XR, and that is how the loudspeakers look like. Looks pretty decent for an old
60 volts, you're getting 2.7. Okay, so that tube
50s, no 70s, 71, something like that. We're going to the man cave, see what we can do there.
Alright, these one side is
this YouTuber is named Shango066. He's an awesome YouTuber. Go check him out.
Measuring basically a dead short.
He's very cool. Like him. Oh, I also found an accordion in the trash outside, so that's pretty cool. And it still works.
Why am I not seeing these filaments? Well, with this all the way up at 128
still works fine.
Because of the drop in the light bulb, getting 5.3.
Well, we're going to the man cave. Let's see what we can show. I've been cleaning out the man cave, and it looks still pretty full. So. What are you doing? What are you laying there for? What are you doing? Huh? Lazy little thing. What are you looking at, you little thing? Huh? Cutie. So as you see, my chair isn't still usable because Mrs. Garfield is still there yet, and it's a female. Called her Garfield because it's a small little cat. Because I loved its colour. Well, now we go back to the man cave. I ain't gonna... Oh, she's going. Bye. Not going too far. Try to be less talking, more showing. Just gonna show some details of things I still need to do. I'll show some details of stuff I was doing. You remember the man cave, what it looked like. So, got this vintage set here. Now I'm using on the moment the surround sound system for music. But I'm going to turn off the music because if I am turning on the music I'll be copyright raped, so we do not want that. I was using this old stereo Pioneer amplifier for these old loudspeakers here from Inter Audio. Gonna move out the cigarette because that's not really nice while smoking and reviewing a video. These old Inter Audio loudspeakers, I found them a few years ago and I loved the style of them, but they were broken and damaged, so the loudspeakers, the bass drivers were defective, foam rot and smashed, so I replaced them with car audio loudspeakers, and they sound a bit more better. Inter Audio by Bose. They sound a bit better, quite more better with the car audio loudspeakers in them, than the original Bose loudspeakers that was totally torn apart and ripped up. So they had to go anyway. And I didn't want to throw the loudspeakers away because I loved the style of them. So I replaced the speakers, and I was using them on these old Pioneer amplifier. And we have another one there, Bose Inter Audio, replaced with the same loudspeaker you just seen in the other one. Got some old vintage car stereo there. Some rare boombox, some GBL speaker system, and there's the old Bose speakers also, with 12 inches in them. Got some radios here from the 1930s, original 1930s radio. We got some another 1930s radio here that I'm still working on. Well, still working on. I said that for the last couple of years though. But this radio is for this, how to say it? It's been made proudly by Indonesian and Holland, because of Indonesia belonged to Holland. So we've got the Dutch warship and the Indonesian warship. Radio Waldorp in cylinder, it's called. Oh, we're going to show some other stuff. Some old tube radio I found, a friend of mine found in the recycle, but was just like it is, how it looks like. Nothing in it, just besides the speakers. You can't see me here. Just the outside shell with the loudspeaker still in them. So he brought that back for me, and yeah, still busy with thinking what shall I do with it. I was thinking to make a modernized radio with it. I'm not sure still, but that project will come later on, in a few years or something like that. Oh, we got these cool looking Philips speakers. They look pretty high end, and they do sound pathetically good, so that's pretty cool. We got some tape recorders here from Tascam 32, sort of digital tape recorder, reel-to-reel tape. Got some Bose audio systems here, found in the trash as well. And this was my today's recent trash haul. I've looked them on the internet, and those radio speakers are extremely pricey, so that was satisfying to find them. Those are active loudspeakers. Those are active speakers from Dali. And it looks like those loudspeakers have Bluetooth, a subwoofer output, and an auxiliary input. So they must have sound really good. Well, they do had a price tag for 600 euros, and they're still brand new available in the stores right now. So those speakers are not old. Also, they're not old. I'll give them a year. That's how old those speaker sets are. But you can see they've been messing around with them, because I already tested it out. It goes on and just goes off. That's it. But they have a price tag of 600 euros, so that's really expensive. Too expensive though. But they look pretty good. High end also. There we have an old clock. I have found that in the trash while dumpster diving, so that's pretty cool. Took it back home, and it's here ever since. Yep, an old World War II rifle, and a rifle rack I found in an abandoned building years ago. So I got 2 more rifles that can go in, defective ones, but they're not right here now. And we got here the Philips CRT TV with an HDMI prepared HDMI port in it. HDMI is sticking out because I was going to use it. We got here is the U-matic video player that I got from an abandoned building a few years back. Pretty cool. And this radio I have been reviewing recently. Pretty cool looking in vivo radio. Sounds pretty good as well. And within one of my old antique radios I own, I found a newspaper, and that newspaper is pretty interesting because this newspaper is from, I have to be really careful with it. I found this newspaper in an old building, well, in an old radio, and the date of this newspaper is Friday 1 September 1939. They're talking about Adolf Hitler. The reason from Hitler in the Kingdom's Day or something like that. And even on the newspaper it says war danger. Sandbags for defense purposes. They even sell sandbags for defense purposes. Rotterdam, Eindhoven Street, telephone number 13581. After 6 o'clock, it's still the number. Schravenhagen, Antwerpse straat, phone number, blah blah blah. Leverant, supplier aan rijk- en gemeenteinstellingen en ziekenhuizen. So for government in government purposes and hospitals. The German purposes, all that kind of stuff. That's pretty really interesting to find a piece of pre-war relic in one of the old bulb radios. So that's something I want to keep and never get rid of. Yeah, what else? Got the 18-inch there, what I use on the surround system. Not loud, but yeah, it's just some regular items, stuff, just like the show. The vintage 50s television set I owned for quite a couple of years. I think I owned this television now for about 10 or say 12 years now, I think, something like that. Yeah, no, I own this TV about, say, max 10 years now on the moment. I even had it back in the day when I lived with my parents. So, and there is one of my all first bulb radios I ever had. And it's still working, so I think that needs to be pulled out within a few days to get it back on before it doesn't work anymore. Look at all the beautiful old-fashioned stuff here. Just give it a moment to have a quick look for what all kinds of history that's here. And this one, you guys already know, that's a really super rare radio. There's a few of them, that's it, a few of them. That one. This has been found in an abandoned place in Belgium years back, and after I saved it, and it's still here. So Chino fibers to the max. Oh, an old antique loudspeaker. Oh, there's my PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4. I still do play on it with the TV I put on here. My compressor, I use it to clean out stuff. There's a Game Boy.